everyone, welcome to another video. In this video we will discuss how we can configure metadata filters in Power Portals, right? So let us start. First you have to go to Power Apps and you have to go to Dataverse and Tables. You have to create a view for the entity or for the table for which you want to display the filter or list. Okay, so I want to display products, so I will just search product, here, go to product and click on views, and here I want to create a new view. Give a name here, let's say my portal view. Okay, and give the same as a description, and in the view you have to mention what columns you want to display or what fields you want to display in the view. By default name field is there. I want to display, let's say, product type. I'll just drag and drop here. This is what you have to do for every view, right? This is a concept of view in Dataverse. Then I want to display, let's say, unit group. So you can keep adding that fields that you want to display, right? So I just want to display these three columns, and I will just publish it. So this is our first step. Before configuring that filters, metadata filters, you have to add these three, and once it is done I can close this. I don't want anymore this view. Once I have done, I will go to Power Apps. I'll go to Power Apps, click on Power Apps again, and I'll close this window. Now choose the correct environment, and again the same environment. Now as I have already created the view, next I have to create a list, entity list in Portal Management app, right? So go to here in the apps and open Portal Management app. Click on the Portal Management app. In this Portal Management app I have to navigate to the list option. Here you can see in the left side there is an option called as lists. Previously it was called as entity list. Now it is we call it as lists. Now click on the list, and here you have to click on new option here. Now click on new, and here give a list name. Let's say give a name, let's say my product list, right? So I have given the name, and here you have to choose the entity for which you want to display the list and filters. I want to display for products. Now for which website you want to display, I want to use for this portal. Next you have to click view. Here you have to choose which view you want to display, because the view I have created, the name was my portal view. Click on this, right? Now once it is done, go down, and here you have to see there is an option called as metadata filters. You have to click on enable. Click on orientation, because orientation is the position where you want to display the filter. You can use vertical or you can use horizontal, which will display at the top of the list. So click on vertical. You can specify a caption for your button. So once the option metadata filter are selected, you can click on the apply button so that the list will render according to the filters. Now this is important. Here you actually add the filters. Let me add a text filter, right? So click on this text filter. Here choose a attribute. I want to search by name, so I will just use name filter, and display name is name. You can use also, you can change this to, let's say, product name, right? Now I can also add attribute filters. I want to add a attribute filter so that user can filter by attribute value. I want to use product type, right? Then I can use which selection mode, whether I can display in checkbox or radio button or drop down, right? I want to display as a checkbox, so I have given this, and you can also give the product display name of this product type. Let's say product category. You can, let me define as product category. Okay, Now you can see the operators are already added automatically for you. It's because product type contains 4 values in the choice field. That's why it is automatically displaying for you. You are not required to do anything else, right? Like that, you can also add for lookup set range filter. Let me add the range filter also. So here you can specify which data you want to filter by range. Let's say I want to filter by let's say standard cost, or you can take some quantity value. Let me go down. Let's say standard cost. Okay, in the standard cost I want to display as a drop down, and here you have to add options. I want to display one option called as greater than. You have to define the range greater than equal to 1000, then less than equal to 5000, right? In your shopping sites you can see this type of filters, right? You can also add another filter greater than 5000, right? So now I have added 3 filters. One is range filter, and another is attribute filter, another is text filter. You can also add lookup set filter, dynamic filters. Many filters are available there. Now I want to save it. Once we have designed this list, I will go to Power Portal Studio. This is our Power Portal Studio. Here I will drag a list control. I will click on list, click on a section. So this is my section, and I want to add a list control. Let me choose a block list. If it is not allowed, you take a section here, click on pause and click on one column section. It's not added, so you can just click on refresh. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to refresh. Otherwise you can take one new page also. Now the portal page is loaded. I can define, let me create a new page. I will go to this option and create new page, and I will give a page name as products. So here you can specify the name of the web page. Let's say products, and partial URL is the URL of this page. So let's say pro, and here you have to add the list, right? So you just click on plus button and click on list, and once the list is added here, let me click on list. The list is added. I can go down here and click on use existing. If you click on use existing, you will see your list that we have created last time here, whose name is my product list, is displayed here. Now automatically everything is displayed. Also you can see the filter is available in the vertical in left panel. Now click on browse website to see if the data is displaying correctly or not, and also we will see if this apply filter works fine or not. Now it will render the page whose name is pro, and here I am expecting the data will display. See, so these are the products, and I want to filter by name. Let's say I want to filter by cool, COOL. Then I can click on apply. Then it will display like this, right? So it is properly filtering. I can, let's say I want to just filter by sales inventory products. Click on apply. Now it will filter. I can also filter by service products, right? So this is how you can implement this apply filters automatically without writing any code in Power Portals, right? So thank you for your time. I hope it helps you in your project, and if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe this channel. I am preparing many videos on this Power Platform and Dynamics 365. You can learn. Okay, thank you guys. See you in next video.